Hello, boondockers, part-timers, full-timers, and those in between. And welcome back to the Luxe Fifth Wheels channel. Today we have a special treat, the Luxe 38 GLS Gold Fifth Wheel. I'll toss up the floor plan for you, and we'll have a brief look outside before handing it over to the amazing Deborah Schmucker for the interior walkthrough. Up front, we have the standard Moride hitch, and the generator bay is prepped with a fire suppression box. On the marker light, we have one of the 4 cameras in the 4-camera system. Next to it is one of the two 40-pound fuel tanks. Large pass-through storage, which is enclosed to protect and insulate wiring and plumbing, which you would have access to with these doors on the sides of the pass-through. Moving over is the upgraded step-above stair, an elongated handrail, and above is the security camera and scare light. The owners optioned for an outside TV and an additional awning. Sweeping down over here is the spare tire. And the 38 GLS is one of the few floor plans that offers more outside storage than just the pass-through. On the rear, we have the backup camera and the ladder to our walkable roof. If you would like to learn more about our roof construction, you can click on the card that I'm going to be putting in the right-hand corner. Here is the 32-foot power cord reel that we haven't mentioned in a while. It is a 50-amp cord. We have the standard paint scheme, and because of the high gloss walls and the automotive grade paint, it looks absolutely stunning. We'll have a quick look at our water bay, where you have the main water shutoffs, fill connections, winterizing, and external ports for solar and cable. Now I'm going to hand over the interior walkthrough to Deborah.
Hi, I'm Deb Smucker. I'm a factory representative for the Luxe Fifth Wheels and Toy Haulers. And today we have a unit. This is a Luxe Gold, but it's one that we don't often see. That's going to be delivered next week. This is a 38 GLS. And so there's some really nice things about this product, this particular floor plan that's very different from the others. So I wanted to point it out. This client has done some special builds that we want to show to you that we don't often get to see. So we'll start in the kitchen. And over in this area right here, they actually did what we called the split pantry. And by doing the split pantry, normally this would come all the way down. By doing the split pantry, it gives us a lot more counter space right here. So it's a great place for like a coffee pot or maybe your Instapot or just a better working space. So split pantries can be done in a lot of floor plans. You just need to ask your rep when you choose a floor plan if it can be done there if you want more counter space. This one also has the pull-out wastebasket, the pull-out cutting board. They chose in this one to do the 24-inch range, which is our residential stove. It's a beautiful just to slide in. It still gives you a big enough oven. There's still, so that you have, it's traditional, it's not an RV oven, so you have plenty of space if it's just 2 of you, and gives you, again, more counter space. You still have 4 burners. You still have the convection microwave on the top. So this is a great working space. Over here you have your island. They have the dishwasher in theirs. They opted to have the silverware drawer put in. This is also where you would store your sink covers and have them out of the way so that you can use your counter space easily. And when you want to make that a full counter, you can put the sink covers back in. Soft close drawers. They did gray cabinetry in this one, which often we don't see totally gray cabinetry. So it's beautiful with the Aurora Cloud countertops, and they used the stone glass backsplash, and with the walls that we have, they have the standard walls on this coach. So when you do a gold, you would have the wall board and not the soft touch. Also in the golds are traditionally our smaller floor plans. So we do a 35, 238, and 141. We do a shorter slide in a gold, so it's not 7.5 foot, it's 6.5 foot. That gives us the ability to have all of this attic storage. So if you're traveling a lot, that will be very useful for you, and that's why a lot of people do the golds. You have in the back, they did a smaller love seat sofa seating because they want to have 2 shelves on each side that we'll be putting in for them when they come in. Of course, you have standard your fireplace, your television. You have the storage behind the television. That's great for books, paperwork, stuff that you don't want to have just laying out. Also, it's not just visible when somebody walks in. They did the buffet as well. So you have the buffet, you have the pull-out table, which has 2 leaves. So most people will pull it out for 1, and that's where they leave it most of the days. But if you have guests and you want to seat 4, you want to play cards, you can easily seat 4 people here. And the nice part of it is there are no pedestals on this, so you have plenty of leg space. You don't have to worry about sitting around a pedestal. They did the solid surface on the buffets. Standard, it would all be wood, but they did the matching solid surface. And one of the things I was talking about is this floor plan is very much like the 35. So a lot of people want to know what the 35 looks like. However, we don't do as many of that one. So on the 35, this space is very much the same. You can get a buffet put in, you can have your seating there, and this is the hutch that goes in. So you would get the same hutch in a 35. Sometimes this configuration on the bottom can change a little bit because of where they have to place furnaces and things. So we can go over that. But it gives you a lot more storage space for being in a small floor plan. So when you look at this part of the coach, it's very much like a 35. The other thing that they added on this one that is not standard is they did the pendulum lights. Pendulum lights are standard in the elites. You can option them in most of the golds. They also optioned in the ceiling fan on this one instead of having the lights that go all the way down on each side. So we'll walk upstairs. They also optioned on this. If you see, they have the ASA panels. So instead of having toggle switches, they went to the ASA panels for their command system. All the coaches have command systems. That's a global system. So they also have apps for your phone. And they just chose, instead of having toggle switches, to have these panels put in. The thing that makes the 38 very appealing to a lot of people, or for the people that want to have division between their upstairs and their downstairs. So if you notice, we have this wall. When you come in the coach, you see your staircase immediately. And the other nice feature is you have an area here you can put hooks in, so you can hang jackets. You have some storage over here that you can put small things in. This is actually your breaker box up here. Your controls are immediately where you walk in the coach, easy to get to and easy to use. But you actually then go up the steps. This is normally a section closet. They optioned to have this corner closet changed because they want it to be a small broom closet. So we kept it all in one piece with a solid door, and they can sit in brooms and mops, always kind of those things you don't know where they go. You could also put coat hooks in here and hang jackets there for when you're going out the door. So this is an optional, a special build on this one. A lot of different things you can do with this cabinet. Then you come upstairs and you actually go down the hallway. This is the space that on a 35 that would change. So on a 35, there wouldn't be as much space here. The bathroom would be immediately when you came up the steps. It would be a hallway that went up. You would immediately have the bathroom on this side. So this space is what we lose on a 35. You have your bathroom with a nice big vanity. It has a lot of space on both sides. And if you notice, we just transitioned the option to do Brazilian cabinetry upstairs, and they kept gray downstairs. So it makes it a nice change in it. You have some storage also here for linens, for towels, shampoos, that type of thing that you would want to store extra. And then in the 38, you'll have the hall closet. And the hall closet is really nice. And of course, there's options of things you can do here, but normally it is built like this to have extra storage. This is also a really neat closet to have because you can hang jackets here and coats that you grab on your way out to go out the door. You could have shelving put in here if you wanted. There's different things you could do. But it's a hall closet, so your slide goes from here all the way through to the bedroom, which gives you more space in your bedroom. So in the bedroom, they have also opted, and like I just mentioned, that slide goes from the closet all the way through to the front closet. So that's a nice big slide, which gives you more space again around the foot of the bed. It also gives you a bigger nightstand on this side. Now they did opt to have a queen bed as opposed to a king bed. If you had a king bed, it would take basically about 6 inches more. They wanted to have larger nightstands. You have your storage up on top, your reading lights. You have nice storage on the sides. They opted also in this one. So this is nice, not as deep, but can stack t-shirts, those type of things in here. Some people have taken these shelves out, put in hooks. Again, a lot of things that you can talk about with your rep when you choose a floor plan. In here, they opted to put their washer and dryer, one on each side. So they have the washer on one side, dryer on the other, and then we put shelving up above it. Some people prefer to keep it just a flat top. Other people want to put the shelving on it, and then we put the shoe closet in it as well. So this is a 38 GLS. It's a very popular floor plan. You just don't get to see it as often. And so we wanted to be sure you saw this one. It's a beautiful coach. They're coming to pick it up next week. And we wanted you to be able to see it all. If you have any questions, give us a call and talk to your rep. And we'll be glad to help you in any way we can.